Hi, welcome to Doll Alchemy. This week we'll be working on a doll in my 4-season series, of which we only have Spring. I think I posted her back in March. So we will be working on Summer this week since the summer solstice is, I believe, today or tomorrow, something like that. It's June 21st. The doll I will be using as a base is a DC Superhero Girls Starfire doll. I was inspired by this great piece of fabric that I found at Joann's. It has gradient beginning at a soft yellow to all the way to like a sky blue. So what I did here was make a cape. I folded a circle in half essentially. So the inside is starting to turn a little bit green and the whole back panel is like a solid bright gold. And I've attached it to these, the shoulder piece that came from a DC Wonder Woman doll. And I'll be doing a little bit more with the cape later. In the meantime, I gave Summer a kind of crop top that's connected. It's almost like a monokini, if you're familiar with those kinds of bathing suits, because I plan on doing a really elaborate skirt so that it looks kind of like waves in the ocean. So this took probably a week's worth of folding and draping and pinning and sewing to get it to look just even close to something resembling sea waves. There's also more beading and trim on this dress than any other doll dress I believe that I've made. I just wanted little accents here and there to evoke the sorts of things that you're going to see in the summer. So bright flowers, sea glass kind of. I didn't have a set plan, but that's what I was going for with her outfit. So off camera, I sewed a trim along the bottom of the cape. It is the same trim that I used for the ribbon on the Alchemistress's hat, if you'll remember. And what I plan on doing, just so there's a little bit more flow and you see more of her outfit, is pinning the ends of the cloak to the top of the shoulder piece. I also added some sparkly jewels to the front of the chest piece and made her some jewelry, some sea-inspired jewelry. With her outfit complete, I'm going to start work on her face. When I took off her factory makeup, this was a secondhand doll. There were some green spots that I just couldn't remove, so I had to just base paint her face with acrylics. I think I matched it pretty well, actually. And then on top of the acrylic, I spray painted, Mr. Super Clear, and then I started dusting her face with soft pastels just to give her some dimension. With her base basically done, I start filling in her lips and the outlines of her eyes with watercolor pencils. The face mold for this doll is a little softer and less angular than, say, like Monster High, so I wanted to give her a bit of a stronger brow. So I penciled those in. And then for her eye makeup, I wanted to try and tie it into her dress and make it sort of like shimmery greens and blues. So I was testing out like a mint green eyeliner here, which you can barely see in the end, but I did wind up keeping it. Off camera, I dusted on some of my human eyeshadow to her eyelids, and after a few layers of Mr. Super Clear, it actually looks pretty decent. It didn't I was worried that it would stop being shimmery after the sealant, but it stayed pretty well. To contrast, I chose to make her eyes a kind of ruby violet gradient, and then I made her eyelids a shimmery blue. I braided her hair and put it up in like a chignon, because in the summer I would never have my hair down. And I'm also going to make her like a two-part headdress. So like the top half of a sunburst and then a bottom half. And I have this great gold glitter paper that came off of something that my aunt had given me. So I glued that directly to the front of the warbler, and then also glued on her false eyelashes, which I think came out pretty good this time around. So maybe I'm actually getting the hang of it. I trim off the excess paper from the sunbursts, pop the doll's head back onto her body, and now I'm going to put in another little few details on the top half. The lower half I'm going to actually glue directly to the bottom of her head. To secure her headband, I attached a straight pin with some warbler to the top part of her headdress. And I also made some cute flip-flops for her out of warbler and shiny ribbon. That all taken care of, here is Summer. She's definitely a little more Vegas showgirl than I was intending, but I definitely do get summer vibes off of her. As basic math dictates, there will be 2 more dolls in this series, the next one to come in the autumn. She will join her 2 sisters, seen here, Spring and Summer, sometime in October. If you enjoy my content and would like to see more, please like, subscribe, and share my videos with your friends on social media. Thanks very much for stopping by and watching. Take care.